Hello and welcome to Simply Sport with me Neeraj Prabhu. We are at the BITS Pilani ground where Sargaonkar Football Club have just finished their high intensity training. At the halfway stage in the I-League, Sargaonkar FC are ranked 5th in the table with 14 points from 10 games and they are right now the top ranked Goan team. The other two teams being Dampo Sports Club and Sporting Club de Goa are in the bottom half. We are joined by the coach of Sargaonkar FC, Derek Pereira. Derek, with what difficulties you all have had? The 5th place position right now must be sort of satisfying for your team.
Yeah, absolutely. I first of all, I thank God for the position which we are holding. It's God's grace only. We had a lot of difficulties beginning of the season, especially beginning of the I League, especially with injuries to our key players like Duffy, Dawson, our main strikers. Also to Francis Kasonde and Saran Singh, who did very well during the Prudent Cup and the Goa League. So we had problems. In spite of that, I'm very grateful to the players as well that they put in their best efforts, to be where we are right now. Everybody is working very hard, right from the management to the coaching staff and the players as well, and that's the reason I think whatever we have done this season is because of that.
Ideally, at the start of the season, did you set your team a target at the halfway stage? You would have liked to see them at which position? Was there a case of that?
As a coach, I always want to do well, whichever team I'm in. As a player with Sargaonkar, as a coach with the different teams, I always want to do well. And I believe that, keeping a target is putting pressure on the players. So I take it match by match, and I see where we end up. Most of the time, we have done very well as a team. Yes, we want to win trophies. We want to win cups, and but it all depends on how we go about with our training, with our business as players and as coaches and as and also the management. Like I said, as a coach, yes, I have my personal aims to win trophies, but. Looking at our young and experienced squad, we have got some very good youngsters, local talent, as well as all over players from all over India, who we have selected this season to get the best possible position for this season.
We see these injuries. There are some times where injuries are mounting, but it's normally at the end of the season. How come your team had so many injuries at around the start of the season? Is there a case where you all could have a better injury management or something?
Injuries take place due to sometimes with the training method, sometimes with the conditions we play in. Like we don't get enough rest in between the matches. Sometimes it is unfortunate that the players clash during the matches. So there are a lot of factors which the injuries take place. We cannot sometimes it's not in anybody's hand to control the injuries. Whatever we can do as a coach, whatever I can do to prevent injuries, we try our best to avoid those injuries. But yes, we can do much better as far as as far as where I am concerned. I take good care of the players and everybody on the pitch, but off the pitch, everybody should behave like professionals, take good care of their health, especially taking good proper diet to recover from a practice session or from a match, and see that they also recover by taking good rest back home, off the pitch. That's another part where the players need to understand, and we try to educate them on that aspect. And yes, everybody has to work as professionals, try to get the best, give good facilities, which we do have at SFC. We have very good facilities, and we try our best to keep everybody fit and fighting fit.
Right. And now that the injuries are all behind you all, you must have been really raring to go now that you had have your full squad available to you. And we have just seen in today's practice session the intensity was quite high. So looking good for future now.
Absolutely. That's the reason we did not push some of our players who were almost not fully fit, but they were fit to come in as subs. And like you saw Duffy and Khalid and Sanju on the bench. Khalid and Sanju has just joined us. They didn't have much training practice time. That's the reason we so that we can push ourselves like how we athletes do towards the end of the sprint. So it's like for us it's a sprint in the last 10 matches, and hopefully God willing we will try our best. We will do our best from our side, and God willing we'll get the good results.
3-1 win against Mumbai FC at home in the last game. That must have really given you the impetus now to go on the attack now.
Sure, yes. It gives us a lot of confidence. Every match that we win, we play well and we win, gives us confidence and gives the players much more support. The it is a moral boosting win, I suppose. And looking at the next 10 more matches. I expect the players to perform well and get good results. We have got a good set of players who understand each other, which we have played over the season. Except for Khalid and Sanju who have just joined in, they still need more time. Maybe in another couple of matches. Maybe they also, I'm expecting them also to get into the right rhythm and and they develop that understanding between them. With other players, and yes, the match against Mumbai FC was definitely a good match. We performed well and got a good result, and it will definitely give us that moral push to do well in the remaining matches.
The game coming up now is the big game against the leaders Mohan Bagan, and it's in their backyard. So have you found out how you can put them on the back foot going away and playing this game?
Yes, we have certain plans in place. They are a very good side. They have got excellent attacking players, and they are a very balanced side. We need to stick to our basics and have that belief in ourselves. Go there confidently, defend well, and put more pressure on their defense, which is not which can collapse under pressure. That's what I believe in, and I have confidence that we'll do well against this team.
The goalkeeper Devjit Majumdar was in amazing form in the derby, so he must be really somebody that your team would have to beat and play well to beat.
Yes, he did very well ever since he's come. I think they have conceded very few goals as well. It will be tough, but we are working on our finishing. Duffy is back from his injury. Also, Jason did well in the last match. Jairu was in the scoring list. I'm happy Rokas converted a penalty as well, and whatever chances we get, we need to convert. We'll try our best to break open their defense and most importantly finish it.
Right. About finishing, in the past we have seen Sargaonkar missing so many chances in the games. So what sort of improvement have your boys made? What's the percentage of finishing now in your team?
We you must have seen today also the attacking players, we concentrated on finishing, and we concentrated on set pieces as well, trained on set pieces. We are there are players who have that quality to finish. Only thing they lack that confidence and that composure in front of the goal, and we are working on it. Everybody, we are in the coaching staff, we keep working on the pitch, work on their minds as well, and the players are also very positive in their approach, and that's the reason we saw 3 goals being scored against Mumbai FC in the last match. Before that, we missed out on many clear-cut chances, especially against Bengaluru. As there are some young players like Jairu and Jason, and even now Umesh is doing well. Umesh Harijan, who may is included in this trip to Calcutta. So we have got some good young talented players. Only thing they need to build that confidence and and keep their composure just in front of the goal.
Right, and I think if more fans come to the stadium, that will help the club, isn't it, in good finishing?
Absolutely. When you have a good crowd supporting, backing you up, like as the 12th player, there's always that advantage, especially at our home grounds, which was a little bit disappointing this season. I don't know the reason for can't say much about it, but definitely support from our supporters and fans would definitely help us to do well in the remaining matches.
Right. Is it a factor that ever since ISL happened in India and there were a lot of people coming for those matches, and now the I League is being compared to the ISL and fans are staying away from the games?
I think ISL was good to get the crowd in, but I know I'm sure they'll do well in the next season. They'll get much better and younger players. It was for the first time big names came into the picture, into Indian football. Although they were past their age, but the